Guys, Tone Doctor here, Houston, Texas. Wanted to show you a couple of things we have in today. Got a 67 Fender Super Reverb in for repair. Have a lot of issues with the amp. I've been kind of going through it, looking at some things. It's had some previous repairs. Some were good, some were not so good. So I'm just going to show you a few things we look at when these amps come in when they're older like this. This is about a 50-year-old amplifier, so I'll show you some of the things that we do to make these amps perform better than new and get them back nice and reliable and roadworthy. So here's the first thing we do on these old amps when they come in. These right here, 100K plate resistors for the first input stage on the first channel. These always get changed out when they get old. These, especially in the first gain stage, these resistors get very noisy. These are carbon composition resistors, 100K, 100,000 ohm resistors. Also, the one next to it here is what's called the slope resistor for the equalization section of the amp. It's an EQ resistor in the EQ circuit. Going to change all three of these resistors out with metal film 1 watt rated modern components, which are much better. Going to also go over here to the number 2 channel input, same configuration, first and second gain stage plate resistors, 100K slope resistor. Going to change all three of these out with modern 1 watt metal film units. Also notice this amp still has all the original cathode bypass caps installed. These are 25 microfarad capacitors, 25 volt. Electrolytic, these are way past their lifespan. We're going to be clipping all these out, putting in some modern 25 microfarad caps in place. Same for this Mallory cap here, it'll be getting changed out. Someone has already replaced the the bias supply filter cap here. They used an FNT branded cap, which is a good unit, so we'll leave that in place, no problems there. The soldering and workmanship looks okay, seems to test out fine, no worries. Some other work that was done at some point in this amplifier's lifetime was the filter caps were, I guess you could say, replaced, but I saw a red flag immediately that most techs in the industry will know about. The minute I see a filter cap that has the letters IC on it, which stands for Illinois Capacitor Company, those caps go immediately in the trash can. Those are the worst capacitors I've ever tested. If you don't believe me, get an ESR tester online. They're not expensive. Put some of these caps brand new if you like, or even some used ones, new ones, whatever. Put them to the test on an ESR meter and watch the readings go off the scale. These caps are terrible. I will not let an IC cap go into any product that comes through my shop ever. They're garbage. Get rid of them right away, ASAP. Best advice I can give you today. Any capacitors that have IC on them, they gotta go. Another little trick we're going to do on this amplifier, we're going to replace these larger 1 watt carbon comp resistors here. We're going to put 2 4K7s in place to raise the plate voltage on the preamp section just a little bit, to give the amp a little more headroom, a little more clarity, a little more volume, a little more clean headroom. The breakup will occur later. This guy's a pedal player, so he wants the amp to be nice, clean, and bold with less breakup. So we're going to raise the preamp voltage by clipping these 2 resistors out and putting 2 4K7 metal film 1 watt rated resistors in their place. We're going to replace these as well. We're going to do 100 microfarad at 450 volt rated, just to give the cap a slightly longer lifespan. That'll give us a total available voltage of 900 since these caps are in series. So this cap ends up being a 50 microfarad at 700. I'm going to end up being a 50 microfarad at 900 volts with 2 450s in series. But anyway, wanted to show you a few tricks, a few things we're doing out here. And if you have any questions, let us know. The Tone Doctor, Custom Audio Services, Houston, Texas. We would love to make your amp like new again. Thanks, guys. Bye.